Good morning, Crypto Chaos. How's it going, guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Grab some coffee. It's time to see if the blood will continue in about 10 or 20 minutes. Cody Baclua with a $2 super chat right out the gate. Thank you, Cody, for the one extra life we may need to rejuvenate our space this morning. Yes, good morning, good morning. Yes, we got Danny as well here in the chat. Good morning, fam. Good morning, crazies. Greased up Nebs guys also here with Gamma Goddess, Grand Rising Otaku fam. Hope you guys have a great Monday morning. Guys, also I'll be reminding you throughout this entire live stream that I've changed my my travel days to today and tomorrow. So after this morning's live stream, I will not be back until Wednesday, guys. So Wednesday morning, anticipate a reaction from me if the markets do, of course, go swing the other way. Via my cell phone, of course. So I'm just going to be doing shorts, I guess, on the road. All right, guys, let's dive into some, of course, more of the pleasantries before we get this going. I gotta send it to you, says Nebs. Bobbin's song for GG. Oh, geez, nice. Good morning. Did Otaku survive the Friday chaos? Yes, I did. My other keyboard's still loading, though. It's still drying. But my laptop is fine. It is secure now, so I hope. I'm pretty sure. I didn't have time to really play around with it or test it, to be honest. But it stopped, of course, jamming up on Friday, or Saturday night. Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Brandon White in the chat. How's it going, Brandon? Good morning. Let's dive into it, guys. Good morning, JPEG as well. Enough of the pleasantries. Let's get rolling. Okay, where is our charts? We gotta get back to the charts. Where's the things broken this morning? Hopefully everything's working this morning. I did test a few times over the weekend. Let's see what's going on. Yes, back here. There we are. And here we are, guys. Here we are. Hopefully, mic test. Boom. Yes, yeah, we're still good. All right. So, of course, guys, the same as usual. 97% chance, of course, we're likely to head towards where Crypto Chaos Magic is going. We're currently not doing Crypto Chaos Magic on the trip, though, because I can't do the ritual here. It's a little too far gone, but we do, of course, still have winning. Yeah, I guess much as we can be.
Tired of winning. Say, please.
Yep.
Can't take it anymore.
So much winning, guys. Of course, talking about our projections over the weekends. Of course, landed right on top of baseline. Are you surprised, really? No, I'm not. I mean, this is kind of typical for recovery over the weekend. Just kind of up and to the right a little bit. Up and to the right a little bit. Didn't see any sort of crazy breakouts for any bullish or bearish. It's just been baseline over the entire weekend, which is fine. It's fine. This morning we do have Bitcoin chopping back up to 86,000 here within the next few minutes. Again, we're oversold. I shared with you guys in the Discord. If you guys are part of the Discord, you already know. You've already seen it. But we also hit the market bottoms when it comes to Bitcoin's price adjusted to, of course, let me see if I can find it. It should be in our predictions. Oh my gosh, you guys have been blowing this up last night. It was crazy. I think I was referring to this one here. The commodity floor model estimated production cost per Bitcoin for the miners, $70,000 right now is the red line. We are not going to go much lower than that, or the miners are going to basically go bankrupt. Long story short version. So very clear indication that we're more than likely not going to hit that. More than likely. So again, guys, if you haven't already done this, jump over to the Discord and jump into the lobby. We'd love to have you. Of course. Just come. All right, the link is, of course, is in the description down below. Let's dive into it, guys. You don't want to miss the market bell opening in about 5 minutes. All right, let's see what else we got here. I wanted to go over this morning. Bitcoin dominance. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance this morning. And I think Bloomberg is not really going into anything. Or RBC Capital Markets, head of equity strategy. Tech stock leads futures higher. Bitcoin dips. So they are mentioning us a little bit.
If we look at the Fed specifically, we've seen for several years that if you look at how many Fed cuts are priced in over the course of the next year, and you compare that to S&P 500 performance, or if you compare that, frankly, to small versus large, and Russell 2000 tends to be a rate cut bet a lot of people like to make, both of those you can see the reaction, just in the real time, right? When we're putting more cuts in, small caps tend to do well, market tends to go up. When you take those cuts out, small cap tends to lag, and the broader market tends to stumble a bit. And so we reverse that. I wouldn't ignore what's going on with Bitcoin, and it's not my area of expertise. I don't know why it's going down, but it does tend to be a good leading indicator as well.
All right, Lori, we're going to keep you with us through the opening bell.
All right, so she thinks that we're just going to tank the stock market and follow Bitcoin, and that we're a leading indicator. But if you kind of look at the opposite direction, the market's starting to come up as Bitcoin's come up first over the weekend. We'll have to wait and see. But we are in a bubble. It's only about time to tell when that's going to pop. All right. Let's get back into. I want to take a look at market dominance real quick this morning. Should be over here. Market cap dominance for Bitcoin sitting at 59%. No, nothing really new. We've been around here now for months, right? Feels like months anyway. Let's take a look. 6 months trading between. What are we sitting at here? 59. I think the lowest we got over the last 6 months was 57.5. 57.5. So still pretty low. Oh, I mean, pretty high overall. We have not really shaken $59,000-$60,000.
This entire idea of like 60%
dominance
is bullshit, ridiculous, stupid.
You tell him, Sailor.
It's
I'm still waking up.
It's not 60% dominant.
That coffee, man. Oh, that coffee gets me. Oh, I'm up. Maybe I need a little bit of this. I'm starting to take a little bit of this Fireball and some coffee. All right, there we go. Oh, yeah. Now I'm ready. Let's go. Bubbles right now on the day, chopping around. It's not too bad. A little choppy, chop. We did see some fun over the weekend with some coins. Wow, Rain has entered the top 100 now. What in the world is going on? This project up 100%. Another project that went up 95, 100% was Swiftcoin. Guys, we didn't get in on that. I was showing you guys in the chat where I was taking some profits over the weekend. They paid my bills. We have since, of course, then retreated, but that was Swiftcoin this weekend. That was explosive. Still holding on these key levels here, getting tight. You know what that means? Yes, it's going.
Tight. Going like a tiger. Yeah.
Yep. And of course, if the market doesn't tank, more than likely we're going to go to the upside, not the downside. But the market tanks, we're going to probably go back down, retest a new low we just created not too long ago. But definitely was, trying to play this game over the weekend. We are so oversold on every single asset, guys. Every single asset. Bitcoin just broke 86K before the market opened. In about a minute, let's jump over there and see what's going on with Doomberg. Let's go. Oh, love me some Doomberg in the morning. Let's go.
Interesting question. Good question. Great question.
So
all the questions. Oh, you ask so many, certainly ask so many questions. Okay, Elon. Okay. Stupid little promo at the beginning of the morning. Crypto JPEG says, good morning, Otaku and Crypto fan. Good morning, JPEG. Good morning, C-Story. Cliff in the chat. How's it going, man? Still bullish? Am I still bullish? Cliff is, of course, still bullish. What if the charts show red and more red, and could we get the water receding before the tsunami floods in? I just want more doom. I think it's a good omen. Let's go.
Into the close on Friday. We ended higher because of optimism that the Fed is going to cut rates.
Well, the baby's finally getting over their temper tantrum.
Futures up 0.6%.
Let's find out.
Futures up 0.9%.
Ring that bell, guys. Good morning.
We got an IPO at the New York Stock Exchange. XEO ringing the bell there. So this kind of animal spirits is still alive. And then we have I think it's a REIT, VERT, a real estate fund there, trading at the NASDAQ, ringing the opening bell. We are really continue to be focused, obviously, on the tech story it rules. And the AI, the Gemini 3 announcement last week really, I think, has changed the way a lot of people feel.
You told me in the break you're going to switch from ChatGPT to you're actually going to do that.
The Gemini 3, well, for my personal account, because I have a work ChatGPT account. So I still have my feet in both camps.
Okay, I think you're an interesting case study, because the question in this market, and Sam Altman said this in a memo to his employees, that the vibes are rough for them because Gemini, their update, was so good. You can see the impact in the stock market.
Damn.
Up 3.6%. It was up all of last week despite some of the bigger ruptures. Is it going to be eating everybody else's lunch? Is this not a...
And they hit an all-time high last week.
Winner? Is it a winner takes all? Is that winner increasingly becoming Google? Amazon, those shares also up 1.5%. There's some documents that Bloomberg analyzed showing that their data center operation is much larger than commonly understood. Does it mean that they get all the capacity? And worth just checking on NVIDIA. That is struggling to hold a bid. There are hopes that the U.S. will loosen some of their export rules for NVIDIA into China. Maybe troubling, though, that those shares aren't gaining this morning, Matt.
Yeah, well, I think the most interesting takeaway from the Alphabet story isn't that Gemini 3 may be better. I'm sure that it's a horse race where someone's always going to be pulling ahead. But the fact that they use their own chips to train this model, and they are cheaper and use less energy than NVIDIA's chips. So this is the same thing we hear about the Chinese AI, that it's less energy intensive, and that has to be a good thing. Novo Nordisk shares are plunging after the drug maker said a pill version of its Ozempic drug for weight loss failed to slow the progression of Alzheimer's disease.
Oh, we're going to get those zombies quicker and quicker, guys.
Got a lot skinnier, but apparently they didn't improve with this horrible disease. I think more and more people are coming in contact with as the population.
Their think calls it the miracle drug.
So struggling to find some relief there, and also a new use for their pill. Lori Calvasina, RBC Capital Markets head of U.S. equity strategy, is back with us, and you know, it's the consumer.
All right. I'm over it.
This week, as well as the tech, private credit, and Fed stories, because you have Best Buy tomorrow, because we have Dick's Sporting Goods.
All right. It's all going to be retail tomorrow. Guys, these stores are going bye-bye. Everyone, of course, shops only exclusively at Amazon now. We don't walk into retail for anything, pretty much anything in the grand mass anymore. We'll see how Black Friday sales are this year. It's pretty bearish out there, guys, when it comes to, shopping and retail and their overall sentiment, and the normies. The normies are not happy. They are not happy. Wall Street is definitely taking their lunch. Okay, let's get back. We knew what we probably need. We probably need another, what the hell was it? 99% rally or whatever. Yeah, we need to knock down their doors again like we did back in the day. It was like 10 years ago now, I think. 2012, 2013. It's more than that. Holy hell. That was a long time. The whole anonymous movement and everything. Oh my God, guys. Taking me back. Feeling some kind of way this morning. Let's go back into CNBC. It's taken it back, of course. S&P 500 rises as AI trade attempts a comeback led by Alphabet, of course, Google. Yep, we saw that last week. S&P 500 rises as AI trade attempts come back led by Alphabet. And we're getting close to the end of the year. A lot of these companies, of course, are going to take some profits. People are going to get, their taxes, all set up and ready to go for January. It's more than likely we're going to start to see a little bit of a downturn. I don't know if we're going to get a Santa rally. I mean, if we get a rate cut, there's a likelihood that we get a Santa rally right at the end of the year, though. Kohl's picks new CEO after a turbulent year and sales decline. Kohl's. So yeah, all these companies going away. Speaking of which, guys, some doom I wanted to share with you guys this morning. Let's take a look. What was I looking up? On the car ride last night. Let's see if I have it in my my history here. Can I not see my history? God, it's such a freaking weird place to navigate. I got some weird stuff in my in my feed. Is it me? Where is it? Subs? I don't know where the hell to get your history anymore, guys. I always jump around. Google account? No, probably not here. Probably not there. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't remember where the hell I get my history at. Freaking YouTube. Here it is. History. Oh my God. Here we go. So yeah, one of the few things I was looking at, this one here, retail stores are going empty. And people's reactions to this happening right now over at the Epic Economist. I love this guy. He does everything in like a English vernacular. It's amazing. I love this stuff. More
Macy's
doom.
is expecting to close an additional
Doom!
150 stores this year on top of the 50 they've already closed. Walgreens just announced that they're closing down 1,200 of their stores.
That's insane.
CVS
Walgreens.
just announced that they're closing hundreds of stores in 2025, and Foot Locker is expected to close over 400 locations this year. Even Advanced
Shoes.
Auto Parts is closing 700
Online only, shoes.
stores this year. Advanced Auto, like, people are always going to need things for their cars. I don't know how they're going out of business.
Well, what's the other one? AutoZone probably taking, of course, the rest of their market share. Okay, all right. So yeah, you can feel the doom, right? You can feel the doom in the normies. The normies know. The normies are figuring it out. This is what gets me excited. When the doom spreads to the normies, you know something's up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's get back into headlines real quick, just making sure we catch up on everything before we pull the Band-Aid off of crypto news. It's going to be a doozy today, guys. Kohl's picks a new CEO after a turbulent year. What else we got? Alibaba overcame Beijing's crackdown to become AI giant. They just launched a new, I guess they updated their app or something. $11 Barbies and $800 iPhones. Gift parents say kids are asking the most for this holiday season. Weird. Besson believes that there won't be a recession in 2026, but he says some sectors are challenged. He, of course, had that, that was at the beginning of last week. He said some parts of the economy are already in a recession. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. Trump claims California $20 fast food minimum wage hurts businesses. The truth is more complicated than it is. Of course, it does it always. What else? Meta halted internal research suggesting social media harm. Court filing agrees. And, yeah, these headlines suck this morning, guys. This is over on CNBC. Let's take a look real quick at, Fox Business and get back with the TradFi news. New car prices soar to historic highs as buyers face mounting sticker shock. More doom! The average cost of a car right now is like $50,000. It's insane. No one can afford a monthly payment. Average monthly payments climbed to $766. That's crazy. That's the mortgage I used to pay. My first home. Ridiculous. Car prices are trending up. An average cost of a new car is now an all-time high, approaching the 50,000 mark for the first time. 49,105 is the national average currently in October. Crazy, guys. All right, moving on. Demand for beef pushes wreck prices to record levels. Dude, this is Fox Business. I love the doom coming from the right-leaning news outlet today. Let's go. Jesus. All right, so yeah, demand 7-year. What do we got? Pushes record as herd reaches 7-year low. I don't know. What? I don't know. I don't understand what this means. Anyway, herd reaches 70-year low. I mean, last I heard, the pound of beef was up ridiculous. According to the USDA, the average price of beef in the grocery stores climbed for about $8.40 a pound. Yeah, was this, in March, $9.18 per pound in August 2025. Okay. So it's roughly a 9% increase over that period. In 2024, they spent over $40 billion in beef. All right. Let's move on to something else. Okay. Trump childhood home hits the market after lavish makeover in Queens. Billionaire warns America's mixed move. The crisis is brewing. And of course, we're really not getting anything really interesting out of Fox Business. There's December interest rates cut in doubt as Fed minutes show policymakers divided. I guess we could dive into that just real quick. I want to get back over to TradFi news. On, of course, CNBC, Bloomberg, and I'll see what else they're talking about on Fox Business.
Trump might make for a good Fed share. Anyway.
All right. So we got policymakers on the Fed Open Market Committee were divided in their late October meeting. This is old news. The Fed cut rates on the first time in late September. Of course, we know where they're at with the Fed rate cuts. In discussion on near term, of course, monetary policy participants expressed strongly differing views about the policy decisions, which would most likely be appropriate for the committee's December meeting. If you guys were with us last week, we heard from Waller. We heard from I forget, Hancock or whatever, Ohio's Fed governor, and we also heard from Myron, and I believe Erica as well, the one that was supposed to get cooked, Erica Cook. And all of them did have different views. We might have heard from some more as well, but for the most part, it's looking pretty dovish. It's either steady or cut. steady or cut. I don't hear anyone saying they want to say anything hawkish and say like, oh, we're gonna raise them. So it seems to be more leaning towards a cut more than anything. And again, with Polymarket currently as of this morning, calling for a 75% chance. Guys, I told you this would land this week, and here we are. A 75% chance. Exactly what I said on Friday. It's all bullshit. It's all theater. And of course, Powell was scaring the market for nothing. Well, he wants to scare the market because he wants to keep everything undivided and not price anything in, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what his intentions are. All right. Anything else here that's interesting for us pertaining to our space? Not really. Not really. Of course, the Epstein poly market bets are all over the damn place. I really don't want to talk about those anymore. All right. Let's see what else we got. Let's jump back into TradFi, and then we're going to rip the Band-Aid off crypto news.
How long do you give it before
We got
you
20
say
minutes
this
still.
isn't
Damn.
working?
That's one of the most critical differentiators.
All right. Bloomberg's on break. CNBC right now. Let's see what they're talking about. Stocks extend Friday gains.
Octan, that company just continues to win.
That's a $1 trillion company. Look at that.
All right, that's month to date, but obviously take a look at what the stock has done this year as it's moved into the ranks of the most valuable companies in the world.
Last time they missed the quarter.
And there it is, up 55%, along with Alphabet and then NVIDIA to a lesser extent.
NVIDIA's got to, if NVIDIA gets China, it will be a new tune. We'll come in and people say, why weren't you talking about NVIDIA if they got China? So I want to keep.
All right. Of course, they're old men bickering back and forth. Well, NVIDIA, they're going to get China. Yeah, we're going to get China manufacturing chips and or buying our chips. Yeah, because they're not allowed to right now. Okay, let's see what's going on here at the total top 10 assets in the space. Bitcoin slumping. Woof. Look at that downturn compared to the rest of the top 10 assets. Microsoft also having a bit of a trouble getting back up this morning. And NVIDIA still continuing the sell-off, $4.3 trillion from a high of 5. Where's my... my phone's blowing up, guys. I want to see, of course, what coin is moving. We got. I think it's Miria. I guess we can go take a look at Miria. Miria gets all the freaking attention. All at once, of course, is to blow up. Let's get back over to Miria real quick, since it is moving currently to the downside. Hopefully, ending some of the pain for some of you guys. Holy hell, we got to really zoom in here. This is on the daily chart. And it's going to the last 15 minutes. Looks like it's coming back up. Looks like it's swinging back up for probably a little bit of a cup and nail price action this morning. It's got to get back above 3015 for a potential breakout to not very, very, very high levels. A retest of 30175 maybe coming soon. All right, for Miria. Of course, I had to rip that Band-Aid off or get to that because I hear it, of course, in my my alarms. All right. So anyway, guys, looks like we are getting a little bit more of a sell-off this morning in our space. Bitcoin now retesting 85.5 in the market, more on the open market in the morning. Woof! Crazy. Another day in crypto, right? Just another day in crypto. Getting back to it, guys. Let's see what else we got. Let's get back to CNBC. They're still talking about the same thing, Kohl's and all the other earnings we have this week. All going to be retail earnings. Best Buy, Kohl's, and I forget the third one. All right, moving on. Dick's Sporting Goods. Some of the highlights there. Let's take a look at Fox Business. What are they talking about this morning? Give us something juicy. The White House denies reports that Doge has been disbanded. There we go. Let's talk about some of that.
Right, Steve. Elon Musk initially set a goal of cutting $1 trillion. Doge wound up cutting 250
billion.
Was Doge therefore a failure?
Well, Stuart, what happened was the empire fought back, and when you try to downsize government, the government bureaucracy tries to do everything they can to prevent it. I think that Elon Musk deserves a Medal of Freedom and maybe even a Nobel Prize in economics for what he has done for our country. But it is true, you know, they
For what he tried to do for our country.
in savings, and they ended up with what, about $250 billion. That's still a lot of money, Stuart. I mean, my goodness, that's larger than the entire budget of almost every state.
25%.
So, giant savings. I do not want Doge to go away. I think President Trump should instill this in our government so we have at least one agency that's trying to cut costs rather than raise them.
I agree.
Doge cut the curve.
Just let the AI take over.
Curve down in terms of the deficit. If we're cutting so much spending, is that curve going down for the first time in a very long time?
Very little bit. Very little bit, Stuart. You know, when you're talking about a budget of $7 trillion, and you cut $250 billion, we need to do a lot more. I mean, look, we know one of the things that Doge did that was a real contribution was basically pointing out how much waste there is in government, and they identified trillions of dollars of waste, Stuart. It's just that the agencies will not cut their budget, and not just the agencies. You need congressional help. You know, you need legislation to downsize the budgets of these agencies. We just had a big fight. The Democrats shut down the whole government in order to prevent any cuts from happening. So this is a very difficult thing to accomplish. I think, you know, he came and tried to take on the bureaucracy. He had some success, but it's not like a private business where you can just go in and slash costs. That's not the way government works, and that's why we're running a $38 trillion national debt.
Some rosy forecasts, it seemed quite rosy, from Treasury Secretary Besson. No recession next year, he said that. We have Kevin Hassett saying, look, we've got a boom year next year.
How can you have a recession?
We're have a very strong economy next year.
We're putting all this money next year.
With all of that, no recession, and maybe 4.5% growth next year at some point. What do you think?
I am super bullish on the U.S. economy. The tax cut really starts to kick in next year, the big, beautiful bill. We're seeing hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars of investment capital flowing in. Trump says it's trillions. I think it's probably closer to, hundreds and hundreds of billions. That's a lot of money to invest here. We're seeing an investment boom. Look, I'm with you and my buddy Larry Kudlow.
I like this guy, Stephen Moore. He's a realist.
Great economy next year. Everything, the table is well set. Whether I think 4.5% growth is a big number. So I'm not going to go that high, but I'll tell you, I think we're going to between 3 and 4% growth. And Stuart, why is that important? Once you get above like 3 to 3.2% growth, you do start bending that curve of debt down because the economy grows faster than the debt, and that's essential to solving this fiscal crisis in Washington. So count me as, I'm going to say 3.5%. Okay.
I
like his orange tie too.
That's the name of the game. Steve Moore, thanks for being here on a Monday morning. We'll see you again soon.
All right. Yes. We know the retailers aren't doing very well. All right, let's move on. Let's get back to, of course, Bloomberg. They got Mandeep on right now. Talking about Amazon, AI.
Neoclouds that are also scrambling to get a piece of that data center pie.
By the way, it's not just latency, right?
Yeah, the data centers, guys, they have 900 data centers. 900 so far. That's insanity. I didn't no idea they had that many already up, Amazon. All right. Let's see what else we got going on since we're talking about that. One more run to CNBC, and then we'll see if we can rip off the Band-Aid on the crypto news 10 minutes early. CNBC says stocks extend Friday's gains. Still talking about the same crap, and they are going on break right now. All right, let's go. Let's go back to some crypto news. Let's dive right into it. How about to start with the Daily HODL? On November 24th, which is today, thankfully, there's something for today. Citi Wealth Chief says bull market not over yet. Why he believes stocks have room to run. A lot of people are saying that there's still a little bit more runway left for the end of the year. Rec Capital predicts Bitcoin price bump incoming, warns top crypto asset will be lapsing completely in 2026. Damn. I'll read some of this bullish news this morning. Man loses a 16-year battle after 1,200,000. This is all money. Yeah, this is not really totally crypto related. more scams, hacks, breaches, and of course all this stuff goes into yesterday's news. All right, let's see what we got here. City Wealth Chief says bull market not over yet, while he believes stocks have room to run. Andy Sieg says that the market continues to have some room to run and the market has not reached a turning point, reports Bloomberg. Sieg says that the bank's confidence comes in part of the tracking wealthy investors who want to enter the market. Wealthy clients will have cash on the sidelines and are focused on entering the market with downside protection through products such as structured notes. He also points out the market sentiment and the lack of euphoria, 100%, has been. That's exactly how I would describe this year. Lack of euphoria, definitely. There's no exuberance. And there's not the kind of behavior you like to see in the late stage of a bull market where investors are, throwing money at stocks. In addition, Sieg says the investors in Asia are also having a significant impact with inflows hitting an all-time highs in quarter 3. Our net client inflows in Asia are the strongest we've ever seen anywhere. And, saying it's more is remaining to come. All right. Rec Capital predicts Bitcoin price bump incoming, warns the crypto asset will be lapsing completely in 2026. We're going to 200K. Let's see what's going on. A closely followed analyst said Bitcoin slowly try to make its way back to the key price level. In a series of posts on Rec Capital, Bitcoin crossed an oversold territory on its nosedive to nearly 80K, 80,500. That's where we stopped. In addition to Bitcoin's weekly close of 86,000, which the synonymous analyst is calling an historical demand, an area of historical demand. Moving forward, it's not looking for a dump at 86,400 at the time of publishing at the key level of 93,000. We gotta flip 93,000 into support. But he warns that it could take the end of December to materialize, with trouble coming in 2026. And the fact is that Bitcoin is now hovering below the 4-year cycle of the 93,000, a likely indication of how overextended the current retrace is. Historically, history suggests that the price should be able to end in 2025 with a green candle by closing above 93,000 before lapsing completely in 2026. So yeah, ultimately Rec Capital is saying that you will need to surpass the downtrend resistance at a level at 103,000 to show that the bulls have real momentum. And we're not quite there just yet. So a little bit of bull and bear news coming out this morning from the Daily HODL. Let's jump back into the chat real quick, catch up with you guys, and then take a look at the overall metrics and see how the space is doing this morning. As of right now, we're still in the green, about 0.5% on the top 100 on the crypto bubbles. Let's see what's going on with you guys catching more falling knives this morning. Maximus Time Hands, I'm right there with you, man. I was catching some knives over the weekend with Swiftcoin. Let's see what else got we here. Nebs, great question. Am I still bullish? Says C Story. Are you? Are you? Geez. Yes, it sounds like you're still bullish, Cliff. Howski, how's it going? Oh, Howski. I should have sold my Swiftcoin. My average is a penny. I should have taken the loss and brought it back in. I hear you. I took a little bit off the table, over the weekend when we had that 100% pump. I got in about 92, 94, and I got a little bit out. Just a quarter of my holdings just to pay my bills, for the month of December. I almost bought back in. I might still buy back in if we go lower. We're sitting right now. Where are we at right now with Swiftcoin? I just showed you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, where's my chart? Oh no, please tell me it's not. Okay, I was getting worried there because last time the chart got stuck off the screen for a whole day. Okay, all right, let's see what's going on with Swiftcoin real quick. See what's going on. I'll show you guys my play I had over the weekend. Again, I told you guys on the Discord, if you're part of the Discord, you would have saw what I was talking about. So we had this giant run up over the weekend. And I guess if I can see this damn thing on my face. Come on, all these ads. Again, I don't pay for anything I get for free. On Saturday, guys, we saw this movement. It was crazy. Over 24 hours. It was shot up to about 103 on the wick. Wow. No, 101% on the wick. 101% on the wick. I got a little bit right about there. Sold right there. Some of my holdings from the low there, when we shot up there. And now, of course, we came back down 40% and basically holding the line here. Again, like I said this morning, this is going to probably see a bit more of a retracement if we cannot get the crypto whales back in for the beginning of this week. And Mondays, of course, Fall Smooth Mondays usually set the course for the rest of the week by the end of the trading session. So watch out for those waves, guys. The whales are going to be making. You don't want to get, of course, splashed on. I'll probably buy back some if we do go back down to 204 and 203. I might go back down and just throw some more back in there. Maybe just buy back my position for a lot less. But I'm really happy, of course, to have made that move. And I showed you guys on the charts, of course, the likelihood of us coming back down was very high because of that level, that key level. We just have not been able to keep above it, and that is at 20836. So, yep, right about there. So it's still possible we come back up there, retest it again for another swing back up, and again another another tight channel. Hopefully to climb the climb if we do get some positive price action this week. And that's just one coin. I was surprised too. Again, usually I mention when I used to talk about Swiftcoin, XCN, and Jasmy always have similar price action. And the price usually is mimicking each other, with usually XCN or Jasmy leading the way, and Swiftcoin's always on the back end. And this is the first time I think I ever seen Swiftcoin outperform Jasmy and XCN in terms of overall price action. I mean, it was 208, right? It was 208 when Jasmy was 207 or 206 over the weekend. And same thing with XCN as well. It was the first time I ever seen Swiftcoin flip that in terms of price action per coin. Insane. It's been a rough year, guys. It's been a weird one. All right, let's get back to it. Bitcoin's still holding 85 and some change, still trying to climb back up to 86 at the market open. All right, let's get back into TradFi. But before I do that, let's take a look at the overall feel of the markets. Let's take a look and see what's going on with fear and greed. We got right now, fear and greed right now for the stock market sitting at 13, some of the lowest levels we've ever seen. I think the other day we just saw 6 or 9. It was extreme, last week. And then of course we've got crypto fear and greed right now sitting at 19, coming up a little bit. So we're not sitting, I think a lot of people are pricing that as the bottom from last week. Okay, and then of course the Dixie. How's the Dixie doing? We coming down yet? No, we're still hanging out. We're coming down a little bit of a downtrend here on the day so far. It's not too bad, but yeah, we're still up there above a hundo on the Dixie. Still my favorite chart year to date, down and to the right. I say let's do one more swing back up and follow down. That's what I want to see. I just want to see us trail back down here. Let's go back down and see a retest of 97, 96 on the Dixie. All right, crypto bubbles. Let's take a look real quick here before we go back to TradFi news. Top 100 now printing a 1% gain overall. Not too bad this morning. Again, for a Monday, I'll take it for a Monday. We're hanging flat right now, basically on the top 2 and 300 assets. Everything else looking like it's starting to flip green here on the 24-hour. Let's see what else we have. That's what's down the most right now. XCN on the day, 8% down on the day. Could be opportunity of a lifetime. You just never know, guys. That might be my top pick this morning. That's the biggest move to the downside we have right now on one of our favorite projects. Let's see how we're doing on the week here. Looking for like 10, 15s, 20s. 20s would be nice on the week. What else we got? We're still in the top 200. Sorry, guys. I gotta start in the top 100 first. So we got Starknet and Aerodrome down the most right now on the week. I mean on the day. It's only 5% on the day. On the weekly here, we're looking for 15s, 20s. Zcash is now down 20% on the week. A good entry possibly for Zcash if you believe in that project. Sitting right now in the top 12 just on the outskirts of the top 10. It's insanity how fast it ran up there. Yeah, that's pretty much some of the biggest ones I see here that I would probably maybe take a bite at. ICP is down 20%. There's a decent amount here. 20% on a week's not bad for ICP. Uniswap down 21%. I'm not a big fan of exchange tokens, but you do you, boo boo. DOT's down 20% as well. A lot of tokens. NEAR's almost down 20%. SWI still killing it to the downside. A huge opportunity here if it gets even further down. I'm definitely looking at DCA a little bit more back into SWI this week. if we continue this downtrend. I want to get another dollar. I'll buy an F-ton more if we get another dollar out of SWE. What else we got here? So it's going to be tough for me to decide. I think in the top 100, I'm looking at maybe SWE, and Celestia is also down 24%. If you guys like Celestia, Filecoin's down 20% or 18.5 on the day, or no, on the week. I'm sorry, I keep jumping back and forth here. I'm just gonna call it like I normally do. I'm gonna say SWE is my number one pick with maybe Zcash. Again, if you haven't already got some, maybe you want some. Zcash down 18%. Also with SWE on the week. It's not too bad. Let's go to the top 200 right here. Let's see what's going on here on the top 200. On the day, we have Zora down 5%, XPL, and XDN. XDN still the biggest mover to the downside on the day for the top 200. Still my top pick on the top 200 there. Probably for the day. On the week here, I'm really not feeling any of this stuff, guys. That's down the most. Soon's down 66% on the week now. Again, that's a pretty new breakout. We're just watching that find a new bottom now. Syrup's down 30%. Humanity token, if that thing can go to... I'm not going to say anymore. Concordium's down 27%. Not feeling any of these other coins. All right, so yeah, I'm probably just going to stick with my daily prediction. Daily conviction, which is of course 8% down on XCN. It's a pretty good pickup for the day. Damn near 10%. Oh, look at that, 9.7. Now it corrected to 9.7 again on my top pick for the day. XCN is the way. All right, guys, not financial advice. Moving on. Just my two sats.
Buy that for $1.
We got to get back to TradFi. Of course, Bloomberg's on break for another 3 minutes. Let's take a look at CNBC. They're on the Squawk on the Street. What we got?
A little bit from the last forecast, which was in October. They now think 2.9% is what we're going to see in terms of inflation. And that's really what we wanted to focus on today, the 2.9% inflation forecast.
No!
They think it's going to calm down to 2.6% in 2026. So easing slowly back down, and it's not as high of a peak as they projected back in October. Inflation was the hot subject of debate this weekend. The Treasury Secretary was on NBC's Meet the Press, pushing back against this idea that the administration is causing inflation. Listen.
Inflation hasn't gone up. And, Kristen, the one thing that we're not going to do is do what the Biden administration did and tell the American people they don't know how they feel. They are traumatized, and over the Biden inflation, we have slowed inflation, and we are working very hard to bring it down.
All right, so what's the latest on inflation? Just look at a CPI chart. And you can see where it peaked during the Biden administration when it went right up after COVID, and how it's come down, but how it has also remained sticky, which is why the administration is facing questions like this. The last read we got, and remember, it's been all messed up because of the shutdown, is 3%. That was the September number on inflation. It was a little bit elevated. We aren't going to get October inflation now. We'll get some figures that'll go into the November inflation report, but that's not until the middle of December. So the best guess, Carl, is that 16th. Inflation has come certainly way down off the peak. The administration is right about that, but there are sticky parts of it. Many of it is in services. It's not necessarily even tied to tariffs, as the Treasury Secretary said, but some of it is in the food prices, and that's why, they've made moves to roll those back on tariffs.
Yeah, I don't know what's to be argued about. It was 2.3, and then it was 2.5, and then it was 2.7, and then it was 3.
But you have to, base effects matter here too, right? The year-on-year number. You're talking about the rates of inflation.
And the year-on-year annual CPI is up 70 basis points from the spring. That's all.
Right. I'm saying that
hard to.
Yeah, we just showed it. Yeah. So, but part of that is the base effects, but I think what the administration is pushing back on is it's not tariffs. It's, if you look at where the bulk of the inflation is, still it's in home prices, it's in services prices. They brought oil prices down, and that's certainly helpful. But this is the debate at the Fed. This is why they can't decide whether they should be cutting rates still in December. Do we fight the last battle of sticky inflation, or do we worry about the unemployment rate, which is at the highest level since September?
And that's the other thing people point to, going back to Liberation Day. Manufacturing unemployment is up for 5 straight months. What was 5 months ago? Oh, kind of the spring and Liberation Day. I mean,
yeah, manufacturing's been in contraction. That's been a part of the economy, no doubt, that is hurt. I think the question for the Fed, though, is that are the tariffs sort of one-off when it comes to inflation? Because they're not an inflationary spiral, right? It's a one-time price shock higher on certain items, and it's not the biggest source of inflation in the economy right now. It's services that's the biggest source of inflation. So what does the Fed do about that?
Right.
We will get
what's
a PPI
the impact
report
of lower
tomorrow.
oil prices going to be?
I mean, that should
they
trickle
continue.
out.
I don't know to what extent the administration is responsible for it. You said they have brought them down, but they have come down.
It's been a huge focus for this administration when it comes to oil prices.
I feel like
they
I'm
have come
listening
down.
to
Although I don't
Fox
believe
Business.
production from the U.S. has gone up meaningfully.
No, but I think they would argue that they've pressured things like they've pressured OPEC and the Saudis, for instance,
to produce more.
Which has happened.
Yeah, anyway, I'm over it. But yeah, we still haven't drilled yet in America. We're just, of course, saving our reserves. Our natural reserves. Anyway, let's move on. Let's take a look and see what's going on in Fox Business. Oh yeah, Trump pledges to work with Mandani. This was crazy, guys. We didn't catch this over the weekend.
He wants to get him out, maybe more than I do. So we'll work together. We discussed it at great length.
The president,
Trump says he'll work together with Mandani.
the president's going overboard to make nice with this guy. And then on Sunday, Mandani turns around and says, yes, he is a fascist.
Yeah, that he doesn't take anything back. Look, I wonder how the Jewish community feels if they're going to be safe. I wonder if the cops think that they're going to be safe. I wonder with a lot of different groups out there if they actually think they're going to be safe. How about college students going to in this city? It's particularly with the...
All right. New York, of course, is, got dark days ahead if it can't get its shit together here soon. All right, let's see what else we got here. Some crypto news, guys. Get back to crypto news. Let's take a look at Cointelegraph this morning. It's right now. It is normally when we start to look at the news. We dived in a little early this morning. 10 o'clock. Strategy stock is bleeding, but Saylor won't back down from his Bitcoin bet. Of course he won't, because he's not gonna have any problems until we get to like the low 70s or high 60s. Despite a deep drop in the share price, Strategy's Bitcoin stack is still in the green, and it continues to outperform top tech equities over time. Bitcoin investor strategy is facing a rough stretch this year, prompting speculation as a high conviction of Bitcoin play is coming undone. Look beyond the 1 year chart tells a different story. Google Finance data shows that the MicroStrategy stock is down almost 60% over the last year, has declined year over year. 40% year to date of the stock traded at nearly $300 in October, before dropping to 170 at the time of writing. While some of the interpret this as a Bitcoin model is being exposed, Strategy is still setting a double-digit profits on its Bitcoin purchases, and its long-term equity performance continues to outpace major tech stocks. You know what? These people just don't have a long-term time horizon. You gotta be thinking in 4 to 8 years. You can't be thinking, of course, year to year when it comes to Bitcoin. That's my 2 cents anyway on that story. Blockchain is struggling to hold on its original purpose, Aztec CEO says. What else we got here? Bitcoin climb to continue as selling pressure eases. It says analysts. We can take a look and see what's going on with these two analysts here. Bitcoin climb to continue as selling pressure eases. Bitcoin showing signs of recovery nearing 82,000 on Friday, with analysts noting that easing selling pressure and rising Fed rate cut expectations. Of course, guys, we climbed back $4,000 over the weekend in a spectacular fashion, as I showed you guys we would on our baseline target. Winning, duh.
We're gonna win so much.
Geez. Tech stocks in crypto market dump over the past 2 weeks because the market flip-flopped on expectations of rate cut, which is absolutely ridiculous. Powell in his hawkish statement saying, it's not a foregone conclusion, we're going to do a rate cut. Of course he's going to say that. He always says that. You guys have been watching him for 5 years like I have. You know exactly how he reacts to the markets. As the market reverts, expected will carry Bitcoin somewhat higher. He added, analysts and the wealth manager SwiftBlock added that Bitcoin has taken its first real step toward forming a bottom. Risk-off signal is dropping sharply, which just tells us 2 things. Selling pressure has erased, and the worst of the capitulation is likely behind us for now. Let's take a look, since we're talking about that on that key topic. Let's take a look at the overall order books this morning, brought to you by Kimber the White Snowland on YouTube, bringing you the heat map, the live book map for free. Don't pay for something you get for free. If it's free, it's for me. That's what I always say. Again, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all the things down in the chat below. I would, of course, love for you guys to smash those boxes. Of course, support the channel. It doesn't cost anything to smash those boxes, guys. And if you want to check out the merch store, it's also in the description and the Discord as well. All right. Moving on. So it looks like the order books right now are starting to push us above 86,500, with the bear setting up shop right around 86.5 to prevent us from getting the next psychological target, 87K. Yeah, it looks like most of it's just buying pressure right now. We got a lot of buying pressure. Let's take a look and see where we are range bound. Let's see, because we always have a clear range these days. Always. It's kind of weird. It's highly manipulative, and the bot's trading and keeping us where they want us to be. All right, so let's see what we got this morning. We have Bitcoin more than likely going to see a lot of resistance at 87. 87 is what we're fighting for right now, trying to get back above 86.5. 87K is going to be our psychological target to break through today. We want to see that on a Monday. That would be amazing, actually. We're going to false food Monday. I would love to see us, but we are range bound between 87K now, 86.5 if you want to go that low, and 80K flat. Just under 80K. Just over 80K, 85, 80. Yeah, of course, our bottom from last week. We have been creating new levels of support, so we could come back down here and just retest this low level of 83.5. It looks like this is 85, of course, here. So 83.5, 84, probably around 84K. Of course, we can look at the chart and show you where that key level would be. That would be right about here, 83.7, 84, 84K. That's more than likely we're going to see a retracement if we do see one today to retest first. And we already started wicking down pretty quick. Wow, that got eaten up really fast. And that looks like, if you can zoom in here on the 15-minute, a little bit, maybe on the shorter time frame. So a little bit of a cup and handle breaking out to the upside right now as we speak. Not going to get us very far, but that does get us higher. Again, 60% chance this will break up to the upside. Take us to 87, breaking us to 87,000 this morning. So again, that's the 1 minute chart. Take that with what you will, but that's what I see. All right. So that's what's going on at the current moment. Let's see. I'll just leave that on the board for later. We're not going to be, again, I got to keep reminding you guys as I go through this so people keep piling in. I will not be on tonight's live stream, guys. I will not be on tonight's live stream or tomorrow at all. I'm going to be on the road, heading to my destination for Thanksgiving, and be meeting up with some friends, doing a Friendsgiving, and then coming back and doing Thanksgiving with my folks. So, doing a little bit of a rum around while I'm down in Florida, meeting up with some old friends. So again, just want to give you guys a heads up on that. I'll be taking the next 3 live streams off. I know it's a lot. So it's a day and a half off. But if anything pops off, of course, I'll be making some shorts, and I'll take my mask with me as always. Yes. I know. All right. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. I feel crazy too about traveling right now in this crucial time for our space. And I keep telling you guys, as soon as we start to break back up and go parabolic, I'm out of here. I'm going back to the studio and sit my butt there. It's flip a coin, guys. I mean, every time I tell you guys this, we are really close to 60% chance of just melting down. I'd say it's a 40-45% chance. Basically a coin flip, which is heads on my desk, that we're going to continue this to the upside and for a Santa rally this year. I still think, and I've been saying this since the summer, that we're going to have this correction. We were going to have a big sell-off, shake everyone out, and there could be more pain. There could be a lot more pain. I could definitely see the whales want to take advantage of the rest of the markets and just dump the hell out of this thing. Get in as cheap as they possibly can for a huge run next year. That would be, of course, amazing, and leaving all of the weak paper hands out. All right. So that's what's going on right now with Bitcoin price action. All right, clearly range bound. Let's get back into some crypto news this morning. Crypto news. Let's see what we got. How about CoinDesk? Let's just go with CoinDesk. We got an update from Tom Lee this morning, possibly. Bitmine Immersion added nearly $70,000 of Ethereum last week, now holding 3% of the ETH supply. That's not new at all. That's old news. Mike Novogratz on Bitcoin immigration and the ayahuasca. What the hell?
What are you, stupid?
And the ayahuasca, why can't I load this damn thing? I don't know.
My bull market and populism.
I don't know. This website's jank or something. All right, what else we got? Bitcoin's 1 trillion route exposes fragile market structure. The Bitcoin price drop of $8,000 a week is reflected of a mixed macro. Yeah. XRP slides to $2. Damn, this is really that low. Let's take a look real quick. Let's take a look at overall coin market cap. We did see a return to damn near 3 trillion over the weekend. Let's take a look just at the overall, health of the market cap. My God. I'm on my keyboard on my laptop this morning, guys. My other keyboard's still drying. But we did see a high of 2.99, almost just barely 3 trillion over the weekend. And as of right now, sitting at 2.96, coming down a little bit. Some of the altcoins still having a hard time keeping it up. Ethereum recovering to 2,800 and not really anywhere near 3,000 at the current moment. It did follow, of course. Give me some recent time frames. Jeez, covering a little bit back to 2,800. We were as low as 2,790 over the weekend. Really hasn't really done anything at all. It's just kind of going sideways. A little bit with a bullish structure up and to the right a little bit over the last 24 hours. Let's take a look at the overall top 10 in our space right here. I want to take a look at XRP. That's why we're here. Currently sitting at $125 billion market cap. Damn, that's about $15 billion that left, or more. I think it's more like $18 billion that left XRP's market cap over the past 2 weeks. And I told you guys that would happen for XRP because it's ETF launched, and it took about it took 2 weeks for Bitcoin. It took 8 weeks for Ethereum, about 2 months for Ethereum, and I told you guys somewhere down the middle. Let's see if it's still on top of my expectations. My prediction. Is it still on there on the board? What is going on with this chart? This does not look like my chart. It's lower than it was. It's even lower than I thought it was gonna go. Damn, I knew it was gonna sell off, but shit. $2 is extreme. Yeah, I was calling for like $2.30. But yeah, I was telling you guys it was probably gonna take a good a month or so to recover. That was my idea. But yeah, this is brutal. On XRP. All right, let's get back to it. What else we got here on CoinDesk? Anything else to go over this morning? Again, guys, I'm trying to maybe hold out a little longer today, since I will not be on for the next 3 live streams. Next 3, guys. This is the longest break I've had, I think, I've ever taken on the channel. All right, so we got blockchain struggling to hold on its original purpose, says Aztec CEO. Blockchain can still serve a purpose with catering to institutional financial needs through privacy technology, says Aztec Labs' Zach Williamson. You know, we can always just create another layer 2 for us as a solution. We can always create. We can always just have the developers vote. We're talking about just Bitcoin in general. I mean, there's always ways to get more privacy for a blockchain. And there's always ways to, of course, unfold what's already there on an existing blockchain. All right, moving on, because there's been a huge narrative, for Zcash and everything else. What else we got here? Bitcoin climbed to continue selling pressure. We already read that one. Anything else good? There's nothing really juicy this morning. Let's jump on to how about cryptonews.net. Let's take a look over there. Doge is gone. Trump and Musk's federal overhaul quietly collapses 8 months early. So did they, we just heard about that on Fox Business. They're talking about, should we stay? And people are saying, yeah, I think we should stay. I personally think it should stay. Less government is good government. No government's even better. Okay, Trump's Doge project is over, says Doge began its executive order on Trump's first day following a re-election. Its mission was to dramatically streamline the bureaucracy and cut $6.5 trillion in federal spending. How? That's what I always wanted to know. How? Because everything that's mandatory is costing us the most, and we're not going to cut mandatory spending. The launch sparked immediate action, driving the Dogecoin prices up to 10% on the announcement and leading to expectations of more crypto use in government. OPM Director Scott Kapoor confirmed the discussion, noting that Doge doesn't exist as a centralized entity. The department roles have shifted in OPM, while Trump now refers to Doge in the past tense as the public events. The Doge is gone, according to Trump's rhetoric. Spliced to my full comments across the paragraphs, two-thirds to create a grabbing headline. The truth is, Doge may not have centralized leadership under USDS, but the principles of Doge remain alive and well. Deregulation, eliminating fraud, waste, and abuse. So the spirit is there, but the department is gone, and it wasn't an official government entity ever. That was the entire, goal of it, was basically to just push that rhetoric. It was supposed to be like kind of like a philanthropist organization. I mean, originally that was the concept. The shutdown came 8 months before its expected end. Musk left Washington in May, and the June turmoil appeared to staff-packed personal items and search for new homes, and while tensions reportedly arose between Trump and Musk. Despite its aggressive cost-cutting and department quietly closing its doors, Vivek Ramaswamy withdrew the Ohio Senate race and to focus on Doge, but the department faced criticism to lack transparency and public accountability through its brief existence. Doge agents reportedly moved aggressively throughout the agencies, making large personal cuts and trimming budgets with minimal stakeholder input. It was really exciting when it happened. I mean, we saw all these. We've never seen anyone move on Fort Knox, though. That was the biggest downside. I think that was pretty much the the deal breaker. You can't do that. You can't do that. Doge's leadership claimed billions in savings, but no concrete verifiable evidence has shown that the true cost of reductions of these actions. This lacks transparent accounting has left many questioning whether Doge improved spending efficiency at all. Honestly, I mean, yeah. Until shortly before its closure, Doge's official account posted regulatory updates and contract restrictions, highlighting cost-cutting milestone for multiple agencies. And remember, I don't know if you guys remember Elon's response to all this. I mean, when he got so deep and he just kind of came to the realization that he really could not cut anything. And he just got basically went home with his tail between his legs after punching Scott Bessent. All right, let's move on. What else we got? It's gone. It's over. XRP slides to $2. Already covered that. Bitcoin $1 trillion route exposes fragile market structure. Dutch Bank says. Let's take a look and see what Dutch Bank says. They've been, of course, pro Bitcoin here for a little while. Dutch Bank says that Bitcoin's 85,500 slide to about 80,000 on November 31st, roughly 35% below its October peak, shows quickly macroeconomic pressures and fragile market structure can erase crypto gains, wiping out $1 trillion in value before the token bounced above back towards 87K. The world's largest cryptocurrency was priced around 86,000. My God, it's all, of course, old history. As equities fell on U.S. Fiscal concerns, renewed U.S.-China tensions, and stretched AI valuations, Bitcoin moved to likely to a high beta tech stock and a hedge, with correlations to major indexes jumping in the stress era levels, wrote analyst Marion Labor and the Camilla Saizon on Monday report. The analyst says also highlighted hawkish Federal Reserve messaging, despite a rate cut and trigger, they reinforced Bitcoin's negative sensitivity to shifting rate expectations. The report from Dutch Bank argued that Bitcoin's long-term maturation remains intact. Caution that uncertainty, leverage, and policy ambiguity continue to magnify drawdowns, even with eventual regulatory clarity and broader institutional adoption could support future phases of the markets. Yeah, and the thing that people don't really think about in the thick of it is once the stock market pulls back, that's when Bitcoin really shines, because it's the first thing to, of course, come back. and run up. Regardless of as being pegged to tech stocks right now, I've lived through pumps where it's just everything collapsing and Bitcoin's the only thing running. 2023, the bank's collapsing, or what I'm mostly pointing towards, because yeah, it was definitely a risk-off asset back then. It really is conditional. It really is. Let's see what else is going on. Immutable collaborations, open campus, yada yada yada. CoinDesk, yada yada. Okay, I think we're pretty much all caught up now. Here, we're gonna go do some doom scrolling after another run through TradFi. I want to catch up with you guys in the chat. How you guys doing? You got coffee and falling knives in the chat. Let's go. More doom in the chat, literally. Dylan. Jeez, gnarly. For a breakout, not very high levels, says Nebs. Oh, house. Yeah, next time you have the chance, take it. Take the money and run. Again, you don't want to stay in this shit forever, though, guys. I literally just pull out what I need to survive, and then I just burn the rest. Oh my God. That's what I do. That's what I do. Ask, you shall receive. Daniel-san, the King of Ohio. Guys, all welcome the King of Ohio. Reminding me, of course, every single day to chill.
The King of Ohio. Jake the Snake.
All right, don't forget, guys, I need to shill harder, so don't forget to hit the like and subscribe on your way out. I would appreciate it. I really would. It doesn't cost anything, guys. The King of Ohio. Trump owns Ma'am Donnie. Well, it does sound like that, or at least it appeared that way. It was all optics, of course, over the weekend. Master Otaku, you deserve a break, says Bobbin. Thank you. I appreciate it. Of course, guys, just reminding you, I will be off the next 3 live streams. No live stream tonight or tomorrow, and then I'll be back on Wednesday. I'll be even here on Thanksgiving, so don't you worry. I will be back. And if, of course, anything moves, I'll be doing some pop-up shorts if I have the opportunity. I smoked. Yes, that's ass backwards. What? XRP was at $1.90, $1.80. Really? Like, as of the last 24 hours? Did it really get that low? XRP, $2. Yes, look at that. Bounced at $1.80. This is Binance, though. I'd watch it. I don't know. I don't trust that Binance. Remember when XRP went to 70 cents on Binance? Right, this right here. 70 cents. Only on Binance. Only in Ohio. And only in Binance. Ridiculous. You might want to be watching some of your favorite tokens over at Binance. You might get the opportunity of a lifetime over there. All right. So yeah. So let me just quickly, actually, while I'm on that chart, let me quickly just adjust this to where we're at right now, where I think we're more than likely to go if we do continue to run this. Let's do something like this. Just kind of bring it down a little bit. Again, heading into December, if we do see a December pump, let's just continue that run. All right. That's still kind of what I'm expecting. We are oversold to hell on XRP. That's crazy. All right. That's still my idea overall. Let's make that white. Okay, there we go. All right. That's just an idea. I still feel it's going to play out for XRP after the ETF's launch. What else we got in the chat? Cody Bacoba coming on the $2 super chat. Bam! Thank you, Cody. Supporting the live stream with a $2 super chat. 200 pennies. 199. Thank you, Cody. Don't forget to smash that like. Thanks to Cody. Thank you so much. Yeah, we also got Danny says, Otaku, let me know when you're back in Illinois. I'd like to visit to meet you somewhere. It's a restaurant called the Hog Trough somewhere near you. The Hog Trough. Oh, these normies, man. These normies hurt my brain. The Hog Trough. Grease Thumb Nebs guys likes to smoke meat with lies. What? With lies? Play the Vegeta King of Ohio intro. The King of Ohio. Vegeta. Super Danny in the house. The Prince of all Saiyans. The Prince. Careful, Otaku. Danny wants to touch you inappropriately. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, no, I don't know, Daniel. I don't know. I'm kind of skittish now. Bitcoin still holding 86,100. After, of course, it's run up to test 87K. So yeah, still getting some positive price action. Kind of weird on a Monday, but we are oversold. So I mean, what do you expect, right? What do you expect? Again, we still could come back down and retrace to 84.5 soon if we do not see a breakout by 11 or 12. What time is it? 10:30 here, still in the United States. Lord King Jake. It says Cody Bakula, Daniel-san, buy the first round, and then maybe the King of Ohio will conquer the said hog trough. Oh my God. Daniel-san says, Ohio, bow before your King Jake the Snake. Daniel-san will butter your biscuit. Oh God, I don't know. Long live the king. Yes, all the kings in the chat. Can you point on the doll where the old man touched you? Oh no. No worries. I have no such tendencies, says Danny-san. All right, that's good to hear. The richest man in the Ohio's Richie Rich Man. How's it going, Richie Rich? It's been a minute. Bobbin, yes, Otaku needs an angel shot. I just took a shot this morning. I got some Fireball in my coffee, and I ran out of coffee. Now it's a dark day. All right. Okay, guys. Let me do one more run through TradFi. Bitcoin still struggling around 86.85.9 currently sitting on Bitcoin. All right. More than likely, we're going to chip back up here and retest 87 here soon. Okay. Again, it's still pretty early. We still got 2 more hours to open trading. Intraday trading begins for America. Where are we at? All right, let's get back into TradFi. Let's see what else is going on over here.
Emily, great to get some time with you. Emily Lavelle is the Chief Investment Officer at New Mexico Climate Investment Center, giving us her take on the green energy policy. Certainly.
All right, we're moving on from that. CNBC, what do we got? They're on break. Fox Business, they are probably on break as well. No, what are we talking about? Slocum unaware of Trump making illegal orders. Okay. I don't know. I'm moving on. All right, what else we got here? Let's take a look back at crypto news. Let's just do some doom scrolling, man. Some more doom scrolling. I like me some doom scrolling in the morning. Of course, guys, if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe. Don't forget to do so before you head out. Also, I'm over on X if you like the same sort of content over there. We're going to do some unfiltered doom scrolling this morning. Here we go. See if we can get banned. Developing huge numbers of users are reportedly rushing to close accounts at JP Morgan after the bank's attack on Strategy. It's targeting of Bitcoiners and its latest data leak. Yeah, there's a bank run I've heard this morning. Some of the headlines talking about bank runs for JP Morgan. A lot of people in TradFi are saying, what are they going to do? They have so much liquidity, there's no way you're going to run them. Anyway, Jake the Snake coming with a $2 super chat. Boom! Do you think Zbeck will break the 2032 today? Today? I don't know about today. But let's see. Let's take a look and see what Zbeck's doing today. All right. Damn. That's some big, tight dick energy right there. Jeez. There we go. Oof. That's looking pretty good. Actually. It's possible we could get that here in the next 10 minutes. It's on the 15-minute chart right here. A clear cup and handle to the upside. We're about halfway to the top. We do got to break above 2032, but it only takes us back to the 2032. Like you're talking about right there, Jake. 100% or 100%. I don't know. I really depends on the rest of the field of the market. So Bitcoin takes a nosedive here in the next 2 hours. No. If Bitcoin, sees a triumphant breakout of 87K towards 89, then yes. I'm going to say this is going to pretty much all dictate based on what's going on with Bitcoin today. That's way too late there. This is on the 15-minute. So let's take a look at the shorter time frames. Still got tons and tons and tons and tons of legs. Tight there, though. Let's take a zoom out and see what's going on in the bigger picture here. Damn. Just nothing but bullish on all the charts. Crazy. The 4 hour definitely showing some bullish price action here. You can see a little bit of kind of like a drunken head and shoulder. Oh my God. But bullish. to the upside. I mean, screw it, man. I'm going to say yes. Let's just do it. Let's just freaking do it today. This is showing it breaking out at least by Tuesday. To about 2035 at least. I mean, we've been held back so far. We're at the lows right now on ZBAG. With all the positive price action that we used to see, and all the, of course, the great news that have been coming out, I would say it's probably going to break out of 2032 today. I'm right there with you, Jake. Send it. Send it.
Satoshi started a fire in cyberspace. Take your fiat currency and feed the fire.
Yes, feed the fire. I think ZBAG needs some of that. ZBAG needs some of that. These ridiculous, guys. This is absolutely insane. On the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, on the 30-minute, even on the daily chart, everything looks like it wants to pump a Rooney and get the hell out of here. And at least retest 2035. At least come back up there. All right, let's get back to it. What else we got here? On doom scrolling. Okay, probably nothing. Bitcoin back credit weekly volume. It's probably nothing, says Michael Saylor. Probably nothing. Geez, what the hell are we looking at here? We're looking at Stride and Stretch. Of course, his products, all of his different offerings for Megastellar strategy. Samson Mouse says Bitcoin isn't in danger. Bitcoin is the danger. Bitcoin's the one who knocks. Am I really logged out? What the hell? Why won't it let me post or repost? Okay, weird. I can repost that. All right, I was getting worried. I was like, my otaku brother from another mother, please don't ban me. Please don't. Jeez. Samson, man, I love you, my man. I won't back down, says Michael Saylor with a Bitcoin B. Look at that. He's, of course, throwing out all the bears, calling him out for basically, running strategy into the ground and whatever people say he's doing. He's going to be becoming unsolvent by the end of the year to, delusional, to selling Bitcoin, and everything, of course, that the bears are saying that he's doing. JP Morgan, more of the JP Morgan backlash. Grant Cardone says, I canceled my JP Morgan account and I moved the entire account to Wells Fargo. Also, I don't use Chase credit card. If you're worried about the fraud, more to come. Boycott JP Morgan, says Grant Cardone. Let's go. Close your accounts, move your money, tell your friends. Let's do it. I love it. I love the doom in the morning. Breaking, thousands of people are closing their JP Morgan's accounts and following a pre-imitated attack on Bitcoin MicroStrategy's shareholders. Yeah, that's what you get, man. If you're orange, leave JP Morgan. Guys, I haven't had a real bank account. I can't even tell you. It's been over 10 years for sure. Probably 15 or more. I haven't banked with, I actually used to bank with Chase. How long ago was that? Like 2010, 2012? Yeah, something like that. I went Total Credit Union in like 2013. And then, now I'm my own bank, of course, with crypto. Come on, man. It's the only way to live. When your assets continue to go up and you don't have an intermediary. It's amazing. Thousands of people are closing your JP Morgan's accounts and pre-imminent attack on Bitcoin shareholders coming from Ash Crypto, as per usual. Love him there. Just in New Zealand teaches crypto in schools. Damn, they're the second or third country to do so. Of course, El Salvador is the first. Nice. Good to see that there. More boycotting JP Morgan and friends. Adam Livingston also saying the same thing, guys. But if you guys are out there and you got these big banks, why are you using them? That's my question. I'm going to actually do a poll real quick. I think we have time to do a poll. I'm going to ask you guys. I'm going to start a poll. Do you bank with Bank of America or JP Morgan? The biggest banks we got, right? All right. Not a number. A lady at the grocery store shows that every single thing she picks up now says contains bioengineered ingredients. Yeah, that's the world we live in. Everything that's in a package, guys. Try to eat most of your foods outside of packages. Whole Foods, they say, not the company. The company's a sham. But anything out of a box, out of a package, out of saran wrap. Make sure you eat enough of that stuff because everything in these boxes is all bioengineered. And of course, containing, of course, all these, I'm not going to get into all that. Substitutes and things you just don't want to eat. The guy who is processed food is what I was talking about. The guy who posted this doesn't miss, and we. This guy keeps going out there and just keeps poking the damn screen with his freaking finger. It's a troll. I love it. It's like the third time we showed that on the channel. Let's go! Bull run. He doesn't say a word. All he does is just, tap his finger on the screen. Breaking Campbell Soup, Vice President, Chief Information Security Officer Martin Bailey's is secretly recorded saying company uses bioengineered meat. And, speaking of which, that's starting to hit the shelves. I think they just had some loophole or something where they're allowed to, not tell the public it's bioengineered meat. If it's, made in a dish or whatever. I don't know. That's for you guys to decide. Jack Muller says, I don't care what Jeffrey Epstein's banker has to say about Bitcoin. Damn.
Bitcoin specifically, you had the JP Morgan CEO and chairman Jamie Dimon calling it essentially pet rock, and once again,
yeah, that was a long time ago.
Its worth and its value.
Cigarettes. Don't forget the cigarettes too.
I'd love to get your reaction, especially as some of the financial industry elites and figureheads are continuing to cast some doubt here.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Brad. What do I think about Jeffrey Epstein's banker being concerned that a distributed, decentralized, open public money could potentially be used for bad things, sitting on a ski resort in Davos? I don't really care. I don't know why anyone cares, right? I mean, that guy knows when money's used for bad things. So it's a weird opinion of his. And my pet rock was up, as you said, 160% last year. It performed well against the dollar. So I don't know. I don't really care what that guy has to say about Bitcoin. I don't know why anybody does.
You tell him, Jackie boy. You tell him. All right. Illuminati bot, ex-Google CEO banned from interview leaked, so you have no idea what's coming. Ex-CEO Eric Schmidt recently made headlines with controversial comments about AI during interview. Oh, let's see what he says.
When they are delivered at scale.
Oh, it's 30 minutes long. Oh my god. Do we have any? Oh, we don't have any subtitles on this. That sucks. Oh well. It's basically going to replace everything and put everyone in boxes, and they're going to stay home forever and be happy. They'll own nothing. All right, what else we got? Did Michael Saylor buy today? That's the question I want to see if we can answer here. Let's take a look at his page because I didn't see anything on the headlines. I won't back down. Bitcoin isn't around, so I don't think he bought today. I got some comments, of course, of his him being taken out of the Nasdaq and stuff like that, or potentially. So I don't think he bought. I don't think MicroStrategy bought today. At least it doesn't post any orange dots over the weekend. All right, guys. Anything else we can take away here? Anything else? China's new AI capsule is making stomachs exams quite quick and painless. Now you just swallow it and wait 8 minutes, and it's over. No tubes necessary. China's so far ahead of us. It's redonkulous. I think I had some more robots to show you guys. I think I already showed you guys the towing robot. That was insane. The sun is 99.8% of all mass in our solar system. I'm not sure why that's in my feed. The real reason behind October 10th crypto crash is finally out, and it's much bigger than people thought. For weeks, traders kept asking the same question: why did the market collapse so violently on October 10th? And we've got the answer. Let's take a look. MSCI quietly dropped a major update on October 10th. On the same evening, the crash began, and MSCI released a constellation note that almost nobody in the crypto paid attention to. MSCI said they're reviewing how to classify companies whose main business is involved in accumulating Bitcoin or digital asset treasury companies. Key proposal: if assets are equals 50% or more of the company's total assets, and the company's operating activity resembles a digital asset treasury, that company can be excluded from the MSCI global indexes. They're trying to put a cap on us, guys. Directly put several Bitcoin-heavy companies at risk, especially MicroStrategy. Why this matters? If MSCI excludes these companies, index funds are forced to sell. Funding tracking MSCI indices must remove these stocks. They do not get to choose. This is a literal focused institutional selling. MicroStrategy becomes a primary target. If MicroStrategy is labeled a fund like MSCI, index funds could be forced to reduce or exit positions. When MicroStrategy dumps, Bitcoin reacts immediately. Like it or not, MicroStrategy is treated as a leveraged Bitcoin proxy. And the stock shows weakness, confidence drops, and Bitcoin's correlation increases. Retail panic accelerates, and liquidations start hitting. Bitcoin falls harder. All right. So, yeah, I think we read something like this last week. MSCI, of course, this entire narrative is attacking Michael Saylor and all these treasury companies. All right, moving on. Your update on robot capabilities. Damn! We can dodge bullets. Of these arrows. Damn! They're so much better than us.
I'd buy that for $1.
I would. This $250,000 Zapata air scooter, the highest single person mobility vehicle, the lightest single. That's pretty cool. It's like the little elevator drone from Willy Wonka.
Is how easy this is to fly. Check out this button.
In a world of pure
imagination,
imagination.
this will take the air scooter of 4
We're living in
motors
sci-fi
at
land
$1,000
now.
to buy, or you can
$250,000. I'm sure that's going to come down in price very, very soon. All right, what else we got? Campbell Soup, Vice President. Okay, we already talked about that. Everyone thought the Genius Act was about crypto regulation. The data was proved. It's something else entirely. 4 months ago, Trump signed a law that made headlines for 48 hours. Tech regulation, stablecoin rules, and market, of course, moved on that. The Genius Act was, established. And it's not going to be, of course, enacted until next year. The Genius Act buried one sentence in 47 pages. Every stablecoin dollar must be backed 100% by U.S. Treasury bills. Really? I don't think that's true. I think it can also be just notes. I don't think it has to be just Treasury bills. But either way, that's the best way to play because you're at least getting a yield on that trash anyway, the fiat trash anyway. Anyway, so nothing else qualifies, not cash in banks, not corporate bonds, not only government debt, only the government debt. Either way, that's how people are going to do these anyway. We did see, of course, the likes of Russia come out and just flat out say the quiet part out loud. We're going to be issuing government debt to bail us out through the likes of crypto stablecoins. And that's how we're doing this. That's exactly how we're doing this. All right, just a quick little update on that. There's really nothing new there, honestly. JP Morgan versus strategy and Bitcoin is officially the hottest drama on... Wow. The stakes, serious allegations, billions on the line, community mobilizing to boycott JP Morgan. JP Morgan, let's go. I love this. I absolutely love this. JP Morgan billionaire Max Kaiser states that if strategy MSTR surges 50%, it could potentially bankrupt JP Morgan. That would be amazing if we could actually do that. I don't think that's possible though. But Max, of course, is the biggest maxi out there. Max Kaiser. Jack Mallers framed JP Morgan's Chase account closure letter they sent him. Nice. Love it. Thousands of customers are closing their JP Morgan accounts after a coordinated attack on Bitcoin and MicroStrategy holders 11 hours ago. Of course, that's the biggest headline for the day, it seems like. Tom Lee says he knows what triggered the October 10th crash, and he was very tight-lipped about it. Yeah. Everyone's basically just pointing their fingers at Binance. All right, moving on. Holy shikes! Bears are about to be on life support soon. Damn. Yeah, it's coming. We're about to smash through and wreck all these shorts. Oh, it's gonna be glorious. Going towards the top. Maybe we might see the most mass liquidations we've ever seen towards the top. Going towards the top finally. JP Morgan messed with the wrong man. It's Saylor. Yes, it's coming from irresponsibility long MicroStrategy. Saylor played a reverse Uno. In Bombshell, I've seen connections among JP Morgan executives mobilizing retail to strike back. HODL Bitcoin to short squeeze, and stand up with Sailor. Let's go. I love all of this that's going on today. Everyone's talking about this boycott JP Morgan. What a great day. What a great day. What a wonderful day. Oh my God. My alarm's going off. All right, guys. So that's all I got for you today. Hopefully you guys had a good one. There's a lot of doom. I think we're gonna see a rebound here soon. If not today, maybe after the holidays, right? Maybe after we get into December. I would love for us to actually stay. Again, like I say this almost every single at the end of every single month. I would love for us to stay oversold. I would love for us to stay oversold going into December. That gives us a lot of opportunity for more return to the upside relatively quickly. With all of this other positive catalysts coming out, like we have the market structure bill likely to happen in the middle of next month. We have the Fed, of course, cutting rates at the beginning of next month as well. I think it's on the 10th. And then we have, the Fed monetary easing, right? We're going to go to quantitative easing, finally taking their foot off the gas. Quantitative tightening on December 1st. So there's a lot of positive catalysts coming. My God, my phone. Oh shit! I gotta take this. Hello. Hello.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade a monshot. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my king. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my world with more coins and let me hodl forever more and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood shopping and door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Damn it, no. Alright, sorry guys, yeah. I just wanted to give you an update. I had a breach on on the studio. I guess the alarms went off at the studio. So a little bit, very stressful end of this live stream. It sucks. But yes, E. Perez coming with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Perez. I'll need to replace the glass when I get back. I'm just kidding. I think it's fine. I didn't see nothing over there. Probably just a bug or something over the camera, but I had to check that. I had to go and take that, guys. That was terrifying. Thanks you guys that let me know in the chat that I was muted. Thank you. I do want to again give you another reminder that I will not be doing the next 3 live streams. I'm going to be out tonight and tomorrow. So I will doing a Friendsgiving. I'm going running around and then spending some time with some of my favorite friends in Florida. So have a great night, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you on Wednesday going into Thursday for Thanksgiving. So again, see you guys soon. I'll report if I see anything crazy. So have a good one. Crazy.